One of the things that we've talked about is that the lionfish has become a very aggressive fish as far as depopulating the fish that we like to have in places like the Keys and even on the East Coast and the Bahamas. And we found that the lionfish is actually a very good fish to eat, but you have to be careful on how you deal with them. There's several ways, and one of the ways we just talked about to deal with the lionfish is that once they're deployed, you can keep them at arm's length with the pole spear. And then what I do is if you have a spare tip, and I always recommend to keep a couple of spare tips no matter what, but if you have a spare tip, you can simply just take the fish to where you want to get rid of him. He's going to be locked like this. And a lot of times I'll just take and bring him up to my kayak and simply take and rotate the cam until the lock position and just let the fish drop so that you're not getting close to the tines at all. You're not going to get poked with him. And that's probably the safest way to handle him. You can keep him at arm's length and just bring him up and just hold him in and drop him off. One of the other techniques that we've seen is that you can actually take, put this back on, and some of the guys are using pieces of hose or pieces of PVC pipe, but essentially once the fish is engaged on this, they'll take a device that they carry like this, and they'll simply just take and run it through the cable so that it's against the cable, and then they'll simply take and pull it up against the fish. And so once it's pulled up against the fish, this would be out of the way, it'd be through the fish. But they pull up and they hold this like this. So they're holding the fish now at the end. And we've found a pair of shears that really work well. And if you find, you can buy them at almost any good hardware store, but it's got a serrated teeth, and the serrated teeth keep this thing from trying to slide off. And so once you're holding this fish and you've got him pressed up against that, you can take and cut his dorsal fins off, and so you can decrease the danger of getting poked with it. We also recommend using some of the gloves that are out there. They're a woven Kevlar coated with a neat material, kind of a rubber material that prevents, in many cases, being punctured with these spines. But in any case, this tip allows you to do a number of things that you wouldn't normally be able to normally do.